Всем привет, с вами Мафия, продолжаем играть в эту игру. Так. Угу. Понятно. Так. Что ж. Там никого в машине нет. Нам где это? Сюда, что ли? Или в другую сторону? Или вон туда? Ладно. Поскакали. Чья-то тачка стоит. Вот тоже точила чья-то. Клевая тачка. Так. Судя по всему, нам надо туда зайти. Наверное. Для ребенка. Аптека, о! Как раз. Аптека, аптека, аптека. Зайти в аптеку. Что-то, бля. Открыть. Открой ты, мать твою, эту дверь. Ой, управление. Ёбаный стыд. Здрасте. Сейчас на нас наезжать будет, наверное. Чем мы приперлись, типа. Гады такие. Ну нам похеру. Рассказывай.
Yo, get out the way.
Проходи.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Asshole.
That's enough.
Сам ты говнюк.
Kathy and Hugh were
Гоблин.
both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Ща борзел. Так, что это за кресло?
Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Угу. Ясно. Так, ладно. Что здесь? Ага. Медведи. Журналы какие-то. Ага, понятно. Журналы знаменитостей. Так они. Окей. Здесь то же самое. Открытки, наверное, какие-то. Стеклянные чего-то там. Что это? Что это, блин? Твою мать.
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago. And Kathy still keeps it with her.
Понял. Конфетки. Можно конфетки? Можно, блядь, конфетки сожрать. Суки, не дает. Эй, Хью, вот он, Хью. Сейчас мы с ней сначала поговорим, с Кэти. Бабка! Или кто ты там, я не знаю, свали-ка. Понятно. Так, ладно. Давай тогда с этим мужиком поговорим. Ага, давай.
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Ага. Здорово, чувак. Визитку твою надыбал.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Ага.
Yeah, and I have quite a hangover to show for it. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl. I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys. But you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
Huh.
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
My mom used to say that all the time. Now she only says it a lot.
Sounds like a wise woman. Listen to her advice. Now you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
He's got a lot on his mind. I'd rather leave him alone.
Yes, right. It was rude of me to impose. I really appreciated the chat. But I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Спасибо. Так, в дневнике появилась новая запись. Хорошо. Вот оно. Понятно. Так, о! Свободная. Давай. Привет. Да-да-да, мы поняли. Давай, следующий ответ. Следующий ответ, братан. Вот, давай вот этот. Так, ты не видела Дэнни.
So, the wake.
None of us were on our best behavior. Nick would have been happy you showed up, no matter how anything else went. I left early myself to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
Спросить, бля.
No one in here was much help.
Так я еще не спросил. Ну и ладно. Поехали отсюда. Этот босс.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your condition?
I have a condition.
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so you. It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood. I'm trying to find something for it, and if it doesn't help, it can't hurt. I'm glad someone took over this old drugstore. Can you imagine? This town without a pharmacy would be like, well, me with a hole in my gut.
Угу. Очень смешно,
I'll
блядь.
just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Oh, yes. Always.
Да. Хорошо. Ладно. Чувствую, здесь ловить нечего. Надо валить куда-то в другое место. У кого спрашивать? Надо искать, у кого спрашивать. Эти не скажут. Получается нам. Да. Сохранение прошло. А у кого что спрашивать, неизвестно. Вон там люди стоят. Так, прогуляемся по городу. Там аптека, а здесь что? А, понятно. Музло. Музло. Понятно. Ладно. Вон там он стоит какая-то деваха. О, кафешка. Хера себе. Сейчас в кафешку забежим. Так, во. О! Официантка, привет. Да, пипец.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
Да, проездом.
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Ясно. Так, вон там народ, надо поговорить. Это что? Баррикады. Ясно. Сейчас поговорим. Тут вон 2 человека здесь есть. Можно потрещать с ними. Табличка. Изучить. Угу. Ясно. Раком стоит, блядь. Так, ну это они все те же самые, да? Получаются у нас. Угу. Старый. Здорово.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. Of course you can ask. No promise answered.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today, especially the miner. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
Почему? Так.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
Huh. Два.
2. One to hold the light bulb, the other to rotate the planet.
Not bad. The one I have in store is 3. 1 to replace the light bulb, 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
Ха-ха. Прикольно, да-да-да, старый. Да ты прям шутник.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, just not the kind of funny you laugh at. So, you still want to hear the story?
Давай.
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. It didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strike breakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force. Union men. Met the strike breakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spilled for what we have now.
Понятно.
I'm guessing you're fond of that story, huh? A lot of respect for rednecks.
Well, things were tough, but we were a united community back then. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give it a real spit shine. You take care now.
Ага, давай, старый. Так, тут вот еще один сидит. Сейчас мы посмотрим на него. Что он нам расскажет. Джо. Здорово, Джо.
Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock.
Угу. Вот это морда у него.
Joe.
Джо.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday.
Ага. И подрался.
Boys give you trouble?
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
Понятно.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Yeah, cripple takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations. Pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miner's Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best. Joe has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight.
Хрен его знает, кто его видел после драки. Но никто его не видел. О, вот он. Официантка и еще кто-то здесь должен быть. Еще один. Ладно. Что ж. Сейчас в кафе зайдем. Сначала сюда. О, статья какая-то.
I don't imagine Walter had obituaries in mind when he became editor-in-chief.
Так, давай вот с этой девушкой
So
поговорим.
far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Ну ладно. До девушки не дали дочапать. Ладно, давай сюда заглянем. По-любому здесь кто-то знает, наверное.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. Fine with me.
Понятно. Так.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this old place? Feels like a ghost town sometimes, except ghosts haven't bothered leaving.
Все. С этим не пообщаться. Ладно. Зайдем, конечно, сюда. В кафешку в эту. Узнаем здесь. Надеюсь, мы найдем этого чувака. И просто свалим отсюда, с этого города.
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear,
Yeah.
please, could you help the old doddering woman?
Do I really have a choice? Or are you just gonna guilt me with the social contract till I agree?
The second one. You always were a character.
Ага. Так, карточки игровые. Собрать надо. Да? Что-то вспомнилось. Игровые карточки.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon
с ребенком
show
играть.
Prancers?
С ребятюшечкой.
The one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it.
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say,
Да, не за что.
have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, Ro, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Ah, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize.
Have you seen Dennis since yesterday?
Have you not learned to not interrupt people when they're talking, Sam?
I don't have time for small talk today.
As rude as ever. I haven't seen Dennis. You have a nice day.
Запись появилась в дневнике. Так. Кристина, это она? Или это она? Или это она? А нет, это вот она. Кристина. Ладно, Кристина. С ним не поговоришь.
You seem real engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. Or trying to.
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say. Still don't know what it means, but it works in almost any situation. Anyway, the past is the past. I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
Так, давай.
I didn't think I'd see the day where you'd consider a franchise contract.
Ha! Only the day God calls for me. Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in return?
Oh dear, I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other. Every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
Понятно.
You still have Basswood's best coffee?
Ah, honey, you know we've never had that. That's over at the police station. Bess takes her coffee very seriously. Puts mine to shame. She pays out of pocket for real high-end stuff. I'd never make the margins work. Not that my margins have been cutting it lately. It's just been a bit slow the last few years. All over town, really.
It's just a rough patch. People will adapt. They just need time.
It's not always easy to look on the bright side when you're trying to make it through. But you know us. We always make it through. For example, I thought we'd never have another Miners' Day. Here we are.
Понятно.
I don't think I've been in your cafe in a while.
Almost 2.5 years. Anna kept coming in. You stopped.
You noticed that?
I could tell you 2 dears weren't gonna make it. It broke my heart.
Sounds like you knew before I did.
Gotta have one eye on the customer and one eye on the books. Not that I really want to keep an eye on the books, mind you. Say, hun, would you mind if I finish this?
Oh yeah, of course. Good luck with your book balancing.
Так. Новая запись. Что там добавилось? Еще один человек нужен. Табличка какая-то.
Not very inspired.
Ага. Кофе. Хм. Понятно, понятно. С этим не разговаривать. О, официантка еще одна.
Hey man, thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh right, you're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet, there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
Понятно. Все, что было. Вот он. Официант этот. Так, вот еще какой-то мужик. Занятый. Занято. Чел занятый. Понятно. С ним не пообщаться. Ну, я не знаю, блядь, ну это чё, где народ-то? Куда народ-то делся? Изучить чего-то тут. Брелок.
Cowboy must have lost his keys.
Ага. Ага.
Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much.
Ага. Понятно. Статистика. Наверное, здесь все. Так, ладно, здесь ловить нечего. Я так понимаю. Где еще народ? Где я могу спросить? Куда идти? Где искать этого засранца? Ну, некуда больше, все. Кто-то занят, и кто-то не хочет разговаривать вообще. Там мы уже разговаривали. Санка все курит. Давай до этой.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
А где? Где? Нету больше людей, блядь. Все. Всех спросили. Никто не хочет отвечать на вопросы. Куда еще мне идти? Здесь я был, узнавал.
At least the basswood jungle is still standing.
А ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка. Не, закрыто. О! Братва! Здорово, пацаны!
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost. It's a free country. Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again. You fascist. What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'd just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
Ть.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. And they don't do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It could get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? It grinds you down. It makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Yeah, sorry about that. I went off for a spell. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Ну чё, все узнали? Ни хера не узнали. Кого-то еще нужно. Кто-то еще остался в этом чертовом городе.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
А кого, блядь? Никого в этом городе сраном нету. Все спят, блядь. Или чё, куда делись?
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around.
Чё мне делать? Куда? Кого спрашивать? Ты угораешь? Чувак, кого спросить здесь, в этом сраном городе? Ну вот с этим-то понятно, ничего не скажешь. Он занят, на работу. Может, здесь что-то продается. Ничего не работает. Я хрен его знает. С кем, чё, куда, почем. Так, здесь дверь есть. Ну-ка. Воткнемся сюда. Ага, нерабочая. Куда еще, блядь, лететь? С кем еще по... Мотель закрытый. Это мотель вообще-то. Хер просы, куда он делся, этот мудила. Никто ничего не говорит толком. О! Нифига себе.
Now doesn't seem like the best time to bother her.
Да ладно тебе. Что там было? Ага. Давай хотя бы с ней поговорим.
What are you doing out here?
Hey, Millie. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Круто.
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. I heard you asking about my dad last night.
Careful about listening to other people's conversations. Some find it rude.
Then everyone should talk quieter.
That's what I always say. Ever consider being a reporter when you grow up?
Thought about it, but that's not what I want to do. Did you find out anything about my dad?
Not yet. Not really, at least.
Let me know if you find anything, please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school, except for science.
Have you seen Dennis today?
What? No, I haven't. Were you even listening to me? I shouldn't be surprised. No one listens to me.
I was listening. I just need to find Dennis.
If you hear anything about what happened to my dad, let me know. Otherwise,
Блять.
just leave me alone.
Понятно. Где его искать? У кого еще спрашивать, да? Жесть просто. Чё? Я даже не ответил. Не успел.
I'll be fine. Just waiting for my mom's shift to end. Normally I'd be with my dad, but you know.
Блядь. В кафе она будет там ждать. Кто в кафе ждет, я не знаю.
All right. Time to say hi to Anna.
А она что, в кафе? А где она? Это Анна? Иду. Так, заходим. Жестко. Один человек какой-то остался. Для него место осталось. Кто это, не знаю. А она может быть. И тоже занято, блядь. Да вы забирайте его ноутбуки, выкинете их нахер.
Betting there'll be a few more cups before she leaves. Some things never change.
Анна, вот она, Анна.
Sam, I didn't think you'd actually show up.
I didn't think I would either. But hey, sometimes we surprise ourselves.
Ага.
So, I hear you got in a fight after I left.
Да. С чуваком с этим.
Honestly, if it happened again, I'd have hit him again. He was asking for it.
That does sound like Dennis.
Yes, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Скажи, видела.
Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on, tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in.
She might slow me down.
Or try to involve the cops. She might do those things, yes. Or she might be someone who you can trust. Who can help.
Ладно, давай. Ну.
I woke up today and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know. Last night, pills and alcohol mixed. It's all a blur. That's why I'm looking for Dennis.
Have you tried the Basswood Jungle? He likes to work weekends.
No, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Sam, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, nah. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, Sam, what have you done?
Да ничего не делал. Мать, да я ничего не делал. Че ты гонишь? Так, вот мы узнали. Последняя она была, да? Слава богу, блин. Что мы на том же месте дрыгаемся. Ужас просто какой-то. Надеюсь, мы уже узнали, где он находится. Все, и валим отсюда. Да, братан? Да, все, узнали. Все, поехали. Так, ну а кто-то последний-то, подгляди, нету. Так, ну ладно. На этом все. Всем пока.